Good morning to everyone. Myself Shashank Sekhar. I am from Aurangabad district in Bihar. Currently pursuing my class 12 from Mahesh Academy School Aurangabad and also updating myself in Python. And my hobby is playing cricket. And coming to my strength is I am a quick learner and I can able to manage my time very efficient efficiently so that I can manage and complete my task within the deadlines. This is all about myself. Now you can ask some questions. Because Python is easy to learn and it have huge library and it is widely used in currently time period.
What do you mean by library?
Uh, Library means containing some of the features or some of the reserved words which are available for the developers.
What are the key features of Python?
Key features of Python are that it is easy to learn, it have used library, interpreted language, platform independent, object oriented programming language.
What do you mean by object-oriented programming language?
Object or object oriented programming language, it means that the data are organized within the objects and classes rather than function or logics.
And what are the features of OOPS?
uh, Features of OOPS are class, object, encapsulation, data abstraction, inheritance, polymorphism.
Can you differentiate between abstraction and encapsulation?
uh, Data abstraction means hiding the essential part and non hiding the non essential part, and the encapsulation means it is the vice versa of data abstraction.
You are telling opposite.
Sorry, currently I have don't.
So what do you mean by class?
Class is a blueprint architecture. It consists of the member function and data members and to stabilize the relationship between them.
Can you define the properties of object?
Sorry.
Difference between list and tuple?
Difference between list and tuples. List is immutable data types whereas tuple is a mutable data types, and also the list have big brackets and tuples are you in the parentheses.
What is Pepet?
Minute.
What is Pepet?
Sorry, we have not read that.
You say list is immutable, but list is to immutable.
Sorry.
What are the benefit of using Python? सिंपल पूछते हैं भाई. सिंपल ही पूछ रहे हैं.
Benefits of Python is it is widely used in every aspects of the programming. For example, it is used in desktop GUI application by the help of Kinter, and it is also used in website development using the Django and Pyramid, Bottle, Flask. It is also used in console-based application, game development, uh, data analysis, machine learning, data extraction, etc.
What is an interpreted language?
Interpreted language means it is used to interpret the high level programming language, and the main feature is that it consists the bytecode into machine code line by line while running the program.
What is namespace?
Sorry.
What is the use of self in Python?
uh, self self is basically a parameter which we used in the parent class.
What do you mean by parameter?
Parameter it is basically present in the parentheses while when we assign a function, we use sum of the class, and in that class, in the parenthesis, we use the parameters which are used to execute or to assign some of the function in the to operate its command value.
What
Can we pass parameter to the class?
Sorry, repeat.
Can we pass parameter to the class?
uh, yes, पास तो कर सकते हैं.
In Python we can. In Python we can pass parameter to the class.
In Python, pass statement we use only when we want to keep the function empty.
can you differentiate between compiler and interpreter?
Difference between compiler and interpreter is that compiler is a software program which follow the syntax rule to convert the bytecode into machine code. However, it converts it, but it whenever we have some error, it shows the error at the last time, and it converts and run only once, whereas interpreted is used to convert the high level programming language into from bytecode to machine code, but it convert the program and interpret line by line while running the code.
What do you mean by machine code?
Machine code which are understand or which are understand by the computer, so that it can execute what the command is given by the user or developer.
What is an identifier in Python?
Identifier is the name of variable, class, object, etc. It consists of alphabet, numeric, and a special character underscore. It should always start with non-numeric character.
What is data type?
Data type is the which define the type of value which are assigned to the variable, so that mathematical or logical operation can be executed without performing error.
What is method?
Sorry. Third.
What is append?
Append is a special function which we use to in which it performs whenever we used, it is used basically in the function to append the value line by line.
What are the common built-in data type in Python? Common built in data type in Python.
Common build data type means it is already predefined in the Python library. For example, await, else, in, or, true, false, and which cannot be modified. It can only used by the developer or programmer.
Can you define between where and let?
What?
Can you define between where and let?
What's your strengths and weakness?
My strength is that I am a quick learner, and I can learn very quickly, so that I can manage my time efficiently, and I can complete my task within the deadlines. Whereas my weakness is that I have some of the lack of confidence to face the people.
What is name of compiler in Python?
Python Oxy, which we use, and there are also several compilers. PyPy, yeah. Dot.
What is sort in Python?
Sorting means sorry.
You can ask typecasting. No sir. Typecasting. What is typecasting in Python?
Typecast means to assign the value from the sorry, currently I have forgotten.
What do you mean break and continue?
What is your short-term goal and long-term goal?
My short term goal is to become a financially independent, and my long term goal is to become the CEO of reputed company.
What is init?
Init is a special type of function which is used to initialize the functions in the Python.
What is the difference between .py and .pyc? .py and .pyc file.
Sorry, your voice is not clear.
What is the difference between .py and .pyc file?
.py is a extension of the Python, but another one I don't understand.
What is array?
Uh, array. Sorry.
Who is the father of Python?
Guido van Rossum.
Is Python is open source or closed?
Python is an open source. Anyone can access it, modify it, and develop, and it can be run.
What do you mean by open source?
Open source is open source. Basically, it is run through collaborations. Means anyone can access it, access the code, modify it, customize it according to its own need, and at without any cost.
Can we use Python for our commercial purpose?
Yes.
If it
Yes.
is open, then we can
Yes.
use.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Our argument in Python pass by value or reference.
Please repeat.
Our argument in Python pass by value or by reference.
By reference.
What is class and object?
Uh, class is class is a blueprint architecture. It is the data members and data functions, and to stabilize the relationship between them, whereas object is a real world identity which have its several properties like uh, state, behavior, identity.
What is inheritance and type of inheritance?
Inheritance is using the using some of the property of the existing class. It is used in the code reusability.
Types of inheritance.
uh, Single level, multi level. uh, Sorry. Yes, sir.
What is constructor?
Constructor is a software programming, is an object oriented programming, and it is used to initialize in the Python.
Initialize.
Initialize the variables or function in the Python.
Types of constructor.
Constructor with argument, constructor without argument. Sorry, with parameter and without parameter.
Can we overload constructor?
Yes, we can overload constructor.
What do you mean?
Repeat.
What do you mean by break and continue?
Your voice is not clear.
What do you
What
mean by
is
break and continue statement?
uh, voice is repeating two three times multiple times.
What is break a statement and continue a statement? Break a statement and
break
continue a statement.
break statement is used to break, which means the program which is running will stop, and continue statement which in which we want, if the program is executed and we want to run it, then we use the continue statement so that it can append, means previous task if completed we can move on to next, whereas break means it will completely break and stop the program.
what is inbuilt function?
Sorry.
What is inbuilt function?
Inbuilt function, which means it is already inbuilt in the Python library.
Give some give some inbuilt function.
uh, Initiate, def, etc. Yes, sir.
What are keywords in Python?
Keyword are some of the reserved word which are not available for the user to use it as an identifier.
What is polymorphism?
Mm, you repeat your question.
What is polymorphism and types of polymorphism?
uh, Polymorphism is basically it means we can run many means through one class we can it behaves or its behavior, or it can run many program, or the task is called polymorphism, and it is of two types. uh, it is two type, compile time and run time. Compile time consists of method overloading and operator overloading, and run time consists of method overriding.
What are the differences between overriding and overloading?
Method overloading means it allow through one we can access many programs, and in method overriding we can access the some of the properties of the existing class into the child class with some of its implementation. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is inheritance?
Inheritance means using the using some of the properties of the parent class to the or existing class to the new or child class.
Properties or all properties of parent class?
All properties.
What is control flow statement?
Sorry. Repeat.
What is control flow statement?
uh, Control flow statement, it is conditional statement. Yes. Means it basically follow the condition statement. If the condition is satisfied it will execute, or else it will stop.
Yes.
uh, Operators, sorry.
What is array? What is array?
It is already asked.
What do you mean by operand?
Operand which are present between the operators.
Between the operator or with the operator?
With the operators.
How would you handle error in Python?
uh, I will R&D, or I will search for it, or through several method I will use for fixing the error.
What do you mean by R&D?
Research and development.
How many types of error?
Sorry.
What are
What do
the
you
new
mean by
feature
logical
added in
error?
Python? Sorry, you told me.
What do you mean by
What are the new features added in Python?
You repeat.
What are the new features added in Python?
Multiple features are added in the Python, and the current version have released this year in Feb 20 also. It have use library, and it is platform independent.
Version of Python.
3.12.2.
what do you mean by platform independent?
Platform independent means the code should run without any modification at any platform.
In which platform?
At any software, like at any software
What do you
platform.
mean? What do you mean by platform?
uh, Platform means uh, platform, like for can I explain it with example? For example, Python is an independent platform independent language, so the code or the source code which the Python consists, we will use it to any other platform, like C++ also we can use it. It will not show error, so it is a platform independent.
And what do you mean by cross-platform?
Cross platform means the source code should be modified before using it to another platform. Yes. Yes. Mm, we can create multiple applications using Python: console based games, 3D, machine learning, AI. Yes.
The technology
Django, bottle flask, pyramid, etc.
What do you mean by application?
uh, Application, uh, web application.
Software. Software application.
Software application means it consists a set of code through which have some accessed file through which we can know about any organization or the individuals, containing some relevant information.
And what is software?
Software is a set of code which is used to execute logical as well as mathematical operation in computer.
How many types of application?
Sorry.
Explain the purpose of self.
use of self keyword in Python.
Yes. It will show error. Yes, sir. uh, sc- uh, Scope of local variable is that if we can call it inside the function, it will not access outside.
What is Django?
Django is an application of Python which is used in the web development or website development.
It is an application or framework. Django is an application or framework.
It is a framework, but I don't have idea.
What do you mean by framework?
Framework means I have some rough idea that it is already created. We have to download it or access it, and we can only modify it. It is already present.
What do you mean by binary operator?
Binary operator consists of more than one operands. It is called binary operator. It have two operands.
And how many types of binary operator?
uh, 5.
Suppose I am a new student, how will I start Python? पूछ रहे हैं।
Describe the types of binary operator.
uh, Sorry.
How will we start Python?
Python is a very simple programming language. It have very clean and clear syntax which is very easy for the developer to start. Yes, sir.
What is nested loop?
Nested loop means when it means it it have it can execute the task through, means whenever we start the loop it will continue inside, it can मतलब inside के inside में रहेगा. Sorry.
Java provides more security than Python. Then why you choose Python?
Because already I have explained that Python is a lightweight and it have very clear and clean syntax. I know that it provide less security than Java, but it is very lightweight, and in current period it is widely using in every aspects of development. So I started with Python.
Tell me your daily routine.
I woke up at 3 a.m. and I do some of the refreshment, and after that I study maths and physics, because as I am currently pursuing from class 12th, and also I have the aim of cracking JEE mains and going to colleges. So I am after that I take some breakfast and then I come to Supro Pathshala.
After that,
After going, I uh, remember some of the things, and then I create a list to what I have to complete today, and then after that I practice some of the program which I have completed in the lab Pathshala, and then I again revision. At in the evening I play cricket, and then after that I study and eat dinner and sleep.
How is memory managed in Python?
Repeat.
How is memory managed in Python?
Memory location is accessed by the variables. uh, as I have explained that memory location are assigned through the with the help of variables name.
Is any rule and regulation in Supra Pathshala?
Yes.
Which types of rule?
Rule
There,
for the punctuality, there is a rule that we have to enter the lab before 9 a.m., otherwise a penalty of 50 rupees will be assigned. And also we have to complete the task within the given period of a time, and in the month we can take only 3 leaves. For more than 3 leaves we have to also give the genuine reason. If the reason is not genuine, then we have to pay penalty for that.
In how many ways we call the function?
Repeat.
In how many ways we call the function?
In Python we call the function with the help of def keyword.
I am asking in how many ways we call the function. कितने तरीके से हम फंक्शन को कॉल कर सकते हैं?
Sorry, I am not understanding. Can you explain?
Call by value and call by reference.
Okay.
Tell me the properties of object.
Object is a real world identity, and it have the properties state, behavior and identity. State represent the attribute, behavior represent the uh, behavior means the behavior of the attribute, and identity means name given to the attribute.
What do you mean by real world entity?
Real world identity means
It is not identity, it is entity.
no, it is
ENTITY.
identity. We have learned identity. IDENTIFY.
What do you mean by real world entity?
Real world identity, it means that it refers to the means object have its own method and it have its own behavior.
Can you give any example of real world entity?
uh, yeah, we all are also an object. We have our own behavior and identity.
What is variable?
Variable is uh, variable is the user defined which are assigned for the memory location, but these concepts are not used in the Python.
What is the use of variable?
Sorry.
How many types of constructor?
You have already asked that question. Uh, Constructor with parameters and without parameters.
Is Python case sensitive?
Repeat.
Is Python case sensitive?
Yeah, Python is a very case sensitive language. If we have assigned small e and we are calling it as capital E, it will show error.
What do you mean by reserved keyword?
Reserved keyword are some of the word which are not which cannot be modified, and it can also not available for the user to use it as identifiers name, like true, false, await, else, in, etc.
What is type conversion in Python? Conversion.
Sorry, sir. That's all. Thank you.